Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am sitting here. I have been for a walk over to the post office because I had an order. I sold one of my little cardigans and I had to walk over to the post office to post it. And I've been foaming since I come back. I was in two minds whether to drive over because it is very cold today, and I was thinking, whether to go over. I didn't need any shopping or anything. I thought, no, that's just being lazy. I'll walk over. I could do with the exercise anyway. When I came back, there was a car parked over my drive, and that annoys me when I see a car parked over my drive, because I'm never sure where the people are who parked it there. But while I was looking, a young girl came out from the house next door to me, the one that's where I usually have trouble with them parking over my drive. Young girl came out, went to the car, got something out of the car, and then went back in that house again. It'd been all the same if I had went out in my car. I wouldn't have been able to get back into my drive to get into my garage, which really annoys me. There was plenty of room because I looked up the street, and where her car is parked, there was nothing outside that girl's house. She could have parked outside there, but it looks like she's just come straight in, drove straight down, straightened up, parked outside over my drive and just left it there instead of reversing back up again. So, to leave somebody's drive free. So I'm full of it, really annoyed. I'm going to say something to her next time I see her. So I am busy. This little cardigan I was doing, I've done that's back, the back and one of the fronts. I started it off first and I knit I had 90 grams. Now I can usually get an 18 inch, a 16 and an 18 inch out of less than 100 grams. But I forgot this wool here. This was what I done the baby blanket out of. This was a little bit of it left. I don't know if you can see, it's that one. It's got little, you can't really notice it here, but it's got little deeper spots of pink here and there on it. What you might see there. You can't really see on it. There's a little one there. You can see a little spot there. There's just little spots like that here and there on it. And I weighed it and there was 90 grams. I thought, oh, that's quite enough to do an 18 inch. I usually takes no more than 80 grams, but I forgot this wool is just a little bit thicker than other double knitting. That was why I used a bigger size needle. When I knitted, I'd use 4.5 when I did the blanket, but I'm using 4mm to do this. But anyway, I did the back, and then I realised about the thickness of the wool. So I knit one of the sleeves, because knitting the back and one of the sleeves tells me whether there's going to be enough for the cardigan, because it would have to be the same amount again. And there was exactly 3 grams more what I had left after I knit that, so I knew there was going to be just enough to put the neck on. And it already has the bands on because the cardigan's done with the bands on the front. So this one was taking a little bit more than what it normally does. But anyway, after I done the back, I done one of the fronts, and this is something I haven't done before, like a set-in sleeve on little baby ones. I'm very used to doing set-in sleeves on adult ones, because that's all I ever do for myself. So I'm quite familiar with doing them, but you have to realise when you're doing a set-in sleeve, when you're doing raglans, when you come to put the neck on, when you do a raglan, the sleeves come to about here because you do the back of the neck and then you have the so many stitches round for this the sleeves, so you only have that smaller part that you're picking the stitches up for the neckband. But within a set-in sleeve one, you only have the stitches that you're picking up on the back, so you have to leave a deeper front, because instead of coming to about here, it has to go further around the back of the neck. I forgot that when I was doing it, so I had to take that down a little bit and make a little bit deeper bit there for the as you can see, for the front there. And then after I got those two pieces, I pinned this, put the sleeve in half, folded it where the cast off stitches were, and pinned it to the side. And it's just that slightly bit longer because I'm practicing with this one. So I'm not used to doing them, but you can get little set-in sleeve ones looking just as nice as a raglan one if they're done properly. So I realised I've made that from the cast off stitches there at the arm up to the top. It's just slightly a little bit too long. It means when I come to sew it in, it's going to be sort of like a bit puffy on the top. So I'm going to pull it out down a few rows. I think when I did the first shaping on here, I think I did it on every 4th row for a number of rows, a number of times, about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. I might take it down to just 2 times, and then that'll make it it'll finish up a little bit lower down. So I'm practicing on these ones because I do like to do the set-in sleeve ones. I do like to see some of them. They look really nice. So that's that one I'm working out. And if any of you have seen I'll put my knitting down in my little bag down there. You see my video I put on my other channel, my Sheila's Shopping and Cooking, where I went up to a place called Bridgefield Bargains. If anybody wants to know, lives anywhere near this local area, if you look on Facebook, just look up Bridgefield Bargains, and they put posts on Facebook what they have in. It's like a type of warehouse, and the stuff is a lot cheaper in there than it is in the shops, and you get these, you know, job lot things in there. So if you look on Facebook and find it, you'll be able to see what the price of everything is up there. They show a lot of things and show the prices. Well, I always look every couple of weeks to see what they're getting in, and that's where I usually get my Majestic Wool from. This sort of stuff. This is what I had left from the purple cardigan. This Majestic, that's where I normally get that from. And they haven't had anything on there for the last number of times that I've looked, but my friend messaged me today and asked if I wanted to go up to the Bridgefield Bargains. Like, I didn't really want anything, but I thought, oh, I might as well go. You never know, they might have some wool, just they're not showing it, and they did. So if any of you, my subscribers on here, don't know about my other channel, Sheila's, it's all my shopping hauls. Sheila's Shopping and Cooking is a separate channel to this one, so get yourself a way over. There'll be a link on the end of this video to show, or you have to click on that link, it'll take you straight onto that channel, and you can have a look and give me a few more subscribers, because my subscribers seem to have been a bit stagnant on there lately. I've only got about 430, and I need 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours to get it monetized, because I've taken, instead of putting the videos on this channel, which I would get paid for straight away, I'm not getting anything off them because I've made a separate channel for them. So if you want to see what I have been buying lately and don't know about that channel, just skip over there and have a look and give me a few more subscribers. And I'm having another drink of my tea before it gets cold, because I know when I start talking, my tea always ends up cold. But anyway, when I was up there, I bought some, they did have the wool in that I normally get, but they didn't have a lot of double knitting. I think I only got one pack of, it's only £10 for a pack of 10 100-gram balls. And that's in everything. That's what they sell. They sell double knitting, Aran and chunky. In fact, at one time I went up there was a lot of cotton in as well, but there weren't colours that I liked and colours that I wanted, so I didn't bother with the the cotton, but I wished I had, because it might have come in handy later, and they haven't had any cotton in lately, because they are job lots as well. I'm not sure whether the company's still going or not, because you just can't seem to get it anywhere. There's an odd place on the internet, I think Knitting Wool Sales, they sell it, but not a lot, more or less the same as what I could get at this place that I went to. But I did buy some, and I thought I'd get some chunky for doing those bags that I do. These little bags for, you know, I have my ball of wool. There, the little ball there, you can't see what's left of it in there. And it's got the little fastener on there, because you need to be able to open that if you're knitting and want to take the wool out. So there's a little cord thing to fasten onto to there. So I've been making one or two of these, and I have an order for a lady called Catherine. I never thought to ask Catherine whether she's in the UK or not, so if you're watching this, Catherine, let me know, because you did mention you wanted a larger one for skeins, and I've just thought, we don't call balls of wool skeins in this country. I hope you're in the UK, because if you wanted one, the postage for another country for something like this, because it would be a small parcel, is a lot more than it is in this country. But anyway, I thought when I make those, I'm using 4 strands of double knitting, and it is very hard to crochet with 4 strands of double knitting. And when I started doing that, it started affecting my wrists and my thumb. I was getting aching, really badly aching wrists, and I was getting a pain down my thumb. And anyway, I thought maybe instead of using the 4 strands, I know I'm not sure how many strands is equivalent to chunky. I think it's about 3 strands of double knitting. Could be similar to chunky. But I thought I'll get 2 colours of chunky to make these bags with. It'll be a lot easier to crochet with 2 strands instead of 4, because sometimes when I was crocheting, you know, when you're pulling those 4 strands, when you go through and pull those 4 strands through, sometimes I was missing a strand and didn't realise. I got to the end, I was having to go back again, because I could see that little loop over the thing, so I was having to go back again. At least it's easier to pull out crochet than it is knitting. And I thought maybe it'll be a bit easier on my wrists and my thumb. So anyway, I've been doing it. This is what I started. This was what I bought from Bridgefield Bargain. I bought the white chunky, and this is like a caramel colour or coffee colour or something like that. So I've started the bag for Catherine, and I've done it quite a wide bottom on it, because she wanted it for a larger. This one actually holds two like that, but she measured the what she called a skein of yarn. So that's saying, I'm hoping she's in the UK, because we don't call them skeins, we call them balls of wool, or a jumbo ball. We don't call them skeins. But when I started crocheting with this, I've noticed something. This chunky wool, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone for knitting for anything. This, especially this one, the caramel, is very hard and coarse. It's perfect for these sort of things. It'll be very stiff when it's made. The weight is not quite so bad, but it is not a lovely soft wool. So while the other wool, the double knitting and the Aran, is lovely, because I've knit with all of them, but these ones are terrible. I wouldn't. That's the only thing I'll use these for, is to make these sort of bags. So that's just a warning if anybody else has managed just to get up that place, and just to know what these are like. They're not good for knitting sweaters or cardigans, to my idea anyway. Don't know what they're like when they're washed. They might soften up when they're washed, because I have had wool before that's been very stiff and hard when I've knitted with it, but when I've washed it, actually I did some to make dishcloths with it, because I didn't like it. Only when I washed it, put it in the water, and when it dried, it was really soft when it dried. So there could be the same with this, I don't know. But it is very stiff, and it's ideal for making bags, so that's all I'll be using this stuff for. So that's that. And I have very small little video to show you the last little cardigan that I done. It's on its way to the United States now, but I'll just show you the little video before I finish this one to let you see what it actually looked like, because I haven't had a video for a few days, so I haven't been able to hold it up in front to show you. But anyway, I'll show you this little, stop this video and show you that one for a minute. That's a 26-inch blackberry cardigan, all finished, ready to go to the United States with the other two. So you can see it's okay, everything's all done, so I'm glad that one's sorted. I can get that one sent to make sure that Dagry gets it before Christmas. So that's what the little lilac cardigan looked like when it was finished. I seemed to be on with that one for ages, and this crocheting like this with the 2 strands is a lot easier. The 4 strands was just so hard to pull through the hook, and it was making it so I was going to give up crochet because it was really affecting my wrist and that. But I've done this bit this afternoon with this, and I've had no trouble at all with it. So it's had something to do with it. It was actually that crochet that started off the trouble with my hand and my wrist. It must have just been too much hard work what I was having to do, because I was having to put it round and then really pull it hard to get all the strands through and that. But the 2 strands go through without much problem at all, even though they're all that hard and stiff. But anyway, that's my little bit for today. I'm going to finish that little pink cardigan off, and that cardigan is spoken for because Jean, who I did the little baby blanket for with the footprints on, she wants it for a granddaughter who has just come into this world. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.